Hey man, I hope you're drinking enough water, getting enough rest, and doing your best to let shit go, both figuratively and literally. This is Cooking with Coley. We're getting music together. I've been trying to locate the music that won't get like banned, and some interesting, yeah. So gonna be cleaning the kitchen, doing some stuff today. Finishing and washing a pot, and yeah, I'll tell you whatever is up next. Anyway, it's a surprise. So yeah, grab me this pot first. Now I've got my pots washed and budget time.
Hotel.
Oh, I didn't know you were doing this. Oh, yeah, I'm just taking my garage out because it's time for me to do my kombucha.
Too many things, but I would never get far and never supported the show. And one of my teams pulled me out of the bed.
Okay, so this is my kombucha. So, this is fermented, looking good. This is fermented black tea, and this little thing here on the top is called the SCOBY, the symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast. Here's my candy. Recyclables! It's raining. I must have the extra Mother Nature shower today. Okay. So I want to move you closer over here. So. Yeah, that's safe. So yeah, I do have to get more stuff together. Well cleaned off. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. All right. So here's my drinking cup. I've got my water boiling for tea. Now, kombucha. So, this is my SCOBY hotel. So this is where I keep my SCOBYs from other batches of kombucha. And this batch of kombucha made a nice thick, healthy Scooby-Doo is what my twin sister calls it. So I'll put that in my SCOBY hotel. And then we also have the other SCOBYs that started this. And so this one is still pretty thick, and it's a little brown, so I can choose to set this free. And I put this in my garden scraps. So here we go. Scooby-Doo. And so now is the point at which there we go. I get a little cup, a little glass. And put that up. I did not have any more bubbles, which is okay because okay, wait a minute. I guess that's good flavor. So what I tend to do with my kombucha, if I like the first fermentation and it's got a good flavor to it right now, so I can just go ahead and bottle this. So I have my screw top wine bottle. Good job. So it is advisable to stir your kombucha. That way you get all of the good stuff in there. I have a couple empty bottles to share today. I gotta take this thing off, and I need to label this one because this is the wine bottle I have that's blue like this, and I like the color, so. Bubbles. Put that there. Here. And we rinse. There's some more color in there. Shout out to Zach, the guys that got me into making my own kombucha. We struck up a conversation one day. We were talking about the benefits of making your own kombucha. He brought me a SCOBY and some starter kombucha, and I have been making kombucha ever since. October will be like a year, I think. Oh, it's been more than a year now. Okay, have that put up. I still have another couple of bottles for that. Be right back. And the last time I cleaned out the kitchen, I had put up my fermentation bottles. So if I was to want to flavor this, I would put between 4 to 8 ounces of fruit juice in it. I like to use like all natural, and I can also use the fruit juice from a can of fruit when I have that. I don't think I have any right now. Nice and cool. And then I rinse. Thank you. And since I'm not selling this is just for me for home use and whatnot. I get to determine what is a good enough mix for what I'm doing. So yeah, here's to some kombucha. very mild. Like this, yeah. What's down here, Coley? So, some other ways that scobies can be used is as an additive to make smoothies, because we are talking about healthy bacteria and yeast. How do you know that it's not bad? Because it's not furry. If it's the furry, that one needs to be cooked down, I guess. I don't know. I have yet to get into making my own penicillin, but you never know. Put this up. So, some other ways that you can promote sustainable living. Let's get our camera right back up again. Learning how to make things. This week I am I'm going to make, wait a minute. This is possibly one of my favorite kind of, like, this is regular oats. I just use this container because it has a lid on it, and yeah, like, why not? It's recyclable, and I don't have any nut allergies. I've got my water hot. I have some dried date pieces. What are the dried date pieces for, Coley? This is kind of like our flavor for our oat milk. So we're going to put our half a cup of dates in here, and I pulled some water, and I'm going to sit this on top of here like so, like this. And I'm going to go ahead and put like 3 cups of water in here. So that is going to start reconstituting my dried dates. That's a good thing because the water is going to also suck some of that nice date sugar, natural sugar. And so, on top of our lovely mix, we're going to add I'm like trying to decide because I know that it's going to end up cooking these oats with them being that hot, so we're going to stir this a bit. I'm like, I want to put more stuff in it. But this is my oats mix and whatnot. What other thing? So I'm going to let this sit here for a little bit and come down to temperature come down to room temperature or cool off a bit before I start adding my oats, because I know that my oats are going to expand and I want this cooler. I want to make like oat milk instead of like porridge. Like at this temperature, the oats are going to cook if I put them in there, and that's not necessarily the outcome that we want for our experiment today. So yeah. Have some more kombucha. So my health of late has been a concern, so we're gonna talk about that in a minute. Hang on. Come over here with me, baby. And stuff. None of our less is more consistent, committed, imperfect action. So what did I do today towards my health is I meditated, and I got up this morning when my alarm clock went off. I turned on my meditation music and I laid to listen and meditate and embody wholeness, and I ended up drifting off to sleep. And when I woke up, my bladder was full and I went to the bathroom, and it felt like I was peeing after having slept all night. So it was like a lot of clarity for me. Like anytime I pee, I'm like, that's clarity, like something's happening. Or yeah, I'm not pissed, I'm letting go of the pissivity, and yeah, using my creativity. Been working to memorize this version of the Lord's Prayer because I like it. It came across my awareness, and I remembered as I was examining my prior relationships, as I am preparing myself for the relationship of my life with myself. And I'm making new friends, and I'm very grateful for that. So, I remembered that when one of my exes just to get on my nerves, I would start just reciting the Lord's Prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. One day, and it's done. And then that used to annoy the crap out of him, but I wasn't cursing at him, and I was doing the best thing that I could. I was doing the best that I could to not engage him in like conflict or what have you, and that worked in avoiding the conflict for me, but we never quite got down to the root of it, which ultimately was they wanted to be acknowledged, appreciated, and if they couldn't see it, I've learned like if they couldn't see it when I was showing it to them, it was because that's not what they were looking for. So I was just like, alright, fine. So I came across this version of the Lord's Prayer, which is, O cosmic birther of all radiance and vibration, soften the ground of our bodies and carve out a space within us where your presence can abide. Let each of our actions bear fruit in accordance with our desires. Endow us with the wisdom to produce and share what each being needs to grow and flourish. Untie the tangled threads of destiny that bind us as we release others from the entanglement of past mistakes. Do not let us be seduced by that which would divert us from our true purpose that illuminate the opportunities of our present moment. For you are the ground, the truthful mission, the birth, the power, and fulfillment, as all is gathered and made whole again, and so it is. So I am using a couple of different techniques to help me memorize it. So I read it out loud, I write it down, I do my best to recite the parts that I remember, and it's, yeah. So it's coming together because I want to be able to say it if I'm mad. So just like learning to rewrite your programming is like the thing that I've learned with habits is you can't break habits, you have to replace and offset an unhealthy habit with a healthy habit. So I feel like this is what I feel like doing, so I'm going to do it and ultimately learn to embody these words in a way that will allow me to speak life over my circumstances and the circumstances of other people. So Georgia was kind enough today to do some hot water heater yoga and lift the hot water heater today. So I had a hot shower, my curls are popping, feeling good. Got my kombucha bottled up, which is something that I've been meaning to do for probably a week now, but because I've been in coaching and really devoting a lot of my studying attention to paying attention to that so that I could absorb as much information as possible so that I can assimilate and take action on it. So in the process of doing that, I want to cook something and I haven't decided what I'm going to cook yet, so I guess I just have to stay tuned for what that's going to be. So today is the 7th of June 2023. It is a Wednesday. Hot Chocolate Wednesday is an expression I have for Wednesday, the middle of the week. You're halfway through, it's all downhill from there, or what have you for the weekend, if that's what you live for. Like I kind of live for event to event, moment to moment, or what have you. And one of my friends agreed to come with me to an open mic, so I'm really excited about that, hoping that I don't bomb my set, and yeah, I'm working on what my set is going to be about, or what have you. And so yeah, I've been watching some comedians and I've been listening to like motivational speakers and just kind of getting inspired to create my own like comedy set / sermon. Because I told my boss a few months back before I quit my job doing a small group presentation in sales, I was like, I feel a call for ministry, or what have you. Like, I want to help people with their feelings of brokenness to forgive that feeling and to embrace the feeling of wholeness, that being forgiven, being able to forgive and to let go of the past gives a person, because it truly does make all the difference. Like, the weight of the world can be on your shoulders, but when you let it go, you're free. So yeah. So if you want to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. So hit that bell notification so that you can get notified whenever I upload fresh content. I'm doing these on a daily basis right now, whether or not they actually get posted. What's up, Helper Whitey? Say hi, George. That's George. Where you going?
Out.
Have fun. Don't die. You need an umbrella? It's raining. Nah. Another shower. So like, yeah. I have been filming in the living room, filming in the kitchen, filming in my bedroom. I film outside when the weather is nice. It's raining today, or else we'd be out there. But you know, thank goodness for nature's favors. So I gotta make my bed, and decide like what it is I want to cook. So I may do a separate video for that. So we'll see. And this is some good kombucha. I done good this time. Now that is really helpful with intestinal health and IBS. I kind of cycle through it. I'll go for a while where I'll drink kombucha on a regular basis, and then I'll go for a period of time where I don't. I'll cycle through other things. If you've been following me for a while, you know I make medicine juice, intestinal goodies out of food. This is ginger. Oh man, it smells so good. I love the way that it smells. And this is lime. So I will slice these up, put them in boiling water, and like boil them as a tea. Then strain the solids out. That's gonna be for the next time I make some more of that. I'll probably do that like on live or TikTok. I've recorded this myself doing that on YouTube before. But make it really concentrated. I put it in a wine bottle. I put 1 or 2 ounces of it in the bottom of my coffee cup, and then I pour my hot water over that for my morning tea, so I can make ginger lime tea. This is fresh turmeric. Most of us are accustomed, if you even know what turmeric looks like, looks like a big worm. I call it a finger of turmeric. See that? And it has this nice kind of earthy orange flavor. Look at that orangeness to it. You can't even, oh, that smells so good. So I'll slice this up and boil it with some black pepper and make a turmeric shot in. Turmeric is naturally anti-inflammatory, so when you're moving your ass a lot more like I've been doing, because yeah, I looked at some pictures of myself and I was not necessarily sad. I like my body. I'm not satisfied with my body, so we're going to make better choices, and one of those better choices is moving more. So when you've been still for a long time and you start to move more, your body starts to complain. You feel a little bit of weakness. That's inflammation, acknowledging like the extra movement. So having a shot of turmeric and black pepper in my tea is a natural anti-inflammatory. It also is good for the ginger, and lime is also good for digestion as well. So I can mix these together and have a drink. So when I'm fasting, I have different flavors to enjoy, as well as I'm providing my body with nourishment. Now these are things that kind of come across my awareness as I'm checking in with my body, as I'm asking my body what it needs and following that internal guidance. Yes, it seems crazy sometimes to be inspired to do things with food, and then other times it's perfectly great because I have peace and health, and a person's health is their wealth. So it doesn't matter how much money you have if you're too sick to enjoy it, right? So